So you've been playing hymns for a bit and you still don't know how to bring that hymn out or how to make it sound different. Or you have seen someone else play the same hymn and they play it more beautifully than you do. Don't worry, I am going to show you how you can make that hymn pop out, sound heavenly, and get people going, wow, what is she playing? How does she know how to play that? So, if you're new to this channel, hello, my name is Mars, and we're going to go straight into it because there's no fluffing around here. We're going to get serious. Let's go. Okay, so in this video, we are going to learn a really basic pattern that you can use in your left hand to make a hymn sound pretty or sound heavenly, especially like if you are playing for a funeral. You really want that heavenly vibe, you know, that people, and send a message out to the people that, yeah, you are going to see your loved one again. So we are going to take Near My God to Thee as a example on how to use this pattern. So I think it's like 4 patterns, but it's really basic because you're just adding like more notes to the pattern. You'll know what I mean when I go over it. Okay, so this hymn is in the key of F. This is what it sounds like in the hymn, what's written in the hymn. Okay, we don't want to sound like that, okay? Because we want to bring the feeling, we want to tell the story of the hymn. So what you're going to do is take the bass note, okay? We're going to go off the bass note as our guideline. Not the tenor note, not the soprano note, and definitely not the alto note. So we're doing the bass note. The bass note, or the bass pattern, is going to be like this, okay? You're taking your root, and you're going to take the 5th note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is C, okay? And this is how we're going to use it. This is what it's going to sound like. Okay, let's play that again. Okay, so that is pattern 1, what you can do. Okay, now pattern 2, we are just adding the first or the root back. Okay, so root, the 5th note, and then back to the root. Okay, so now we're going to sound like this. So in some cases you might find that it might collide with your right hand. If that's the case, then don't play it, all right? So just what is it? Okay, all right, so that is pattern number 2. Pattern number 3, we are just going to add another note. Okay, so we're going to do the first 2 patterns we learnt, which was the 1st, the 5th, back to the 1st, and now we're just going to add the neighbor. Yes, we're going to add our neighbors because we know God said love our neighbors. So we're going to add this neighbor in. All right, so let's do this. So our pattern is going to be like, okay, only if you can fit it in. If you can't fit it in because of the, you know, the different beats, then leave the neighbor out. Sorry, neighbor. But yeah, leave it neighbor out, okay? But we're gonna, this is how it's gonna sound like, okay? So, we're adding the neighbor in. So when you invite a neighbor in, it's gonna sound really pretty. The next, how many patterns is that? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the fourth pattern, we're going to invite the neighbor's wife. I don't know how to say, but okay, we're gonna invite the neighbor's neighbor. Okay, because it's the next 2 notes. All right, so we're going. So my chair is really squeaky. So if you hear these, that's my chair. Okay, maybe I had to lose some weight. I don't know. All right. So anyway, back to our neighbor. Okay. So the fourth pattern is going to be this: the first, the fifth, the first, and we're going to bring our neighbor, which is the second note, and we're going to bring the neighbor's neighbor, which is the third note. Okay. So it's going to sound like this. So pretty and so heavenly. But you know what you can do? Actually, before I go into the next, what I was about to say, there was a time where my hand almost collided. So my left hand almost collided with my right hand, because I went, where is it? Even though it be a cross. So the second line, which is the second bar, it's got a B flat. So my pattern was, okay, but the right hand was like, nah, girl, that is my D. I'm playing that D. Okay, so if you find that your hands are about to collide, don't go up where it's supposed to, where you would normally play, like this. Okay, because now they're fighting over the D. We don't want them to fight over the D. Okay, so you're gonna go down an octave lower. Okay, so so that's what I had, that's what I did, but instead of doing this one, we're gonna go an octave lower. So it's gonna sound like this. Okay, so now the right hand is happy because no one's taking over her D, and the bass is happy because no one's taking over his D. Okay, back to, oh, that's another colliding. Okay, we don't want to collide again, so we're going to go down an octave. Okay, alright, so what I was saying before, to make it more heavenly, we're going to go up and down. Okay, so it really depends on how you want to play it. But these are just some of the patterns that I use to make the service, or make whatever the meeting you're playing at, feel the hymn. Here's the thing. If you play the hymn and really bring the story of the hymn out by what you're doing, adding notes, adding dynamics, adding pauses, or slowing it down, people are really going to feel the message of that hymn. And so many times I have witnessed a lot of people crying because they felt the lyrics, they felt the emotions of the song. And we don't know what everyone's going through. They could be having a hard time, or they've probably lost someone, and a specific hymn could really, really, really be the answer to their prayers. All right, so to make it more heavenly, we can go up and then down with our patterns. Okay, so sometimes, well, most times I like to do this pattern. Okay, and we're going back down. Or so it really depends on the timing of the song and if you can actually fit all those bass notes in. Okay, so for example, if I'm playing Nearer My God to Thee, I'll be playing it like this. So I hope that makes sense to you in using these, like the 4 different patterns. So all we're doing is just adding an extra note, an extra note, and an extra note. Okay, so let's go to another hymn, because I really want you to understand how a basic pattern can really bring or make a difference in a hymn. Okay, or to those that are listening. Right, so let's do Father in Heaven, We Do Believe. Let's make sure there's no copyright because I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, let's do it. So this is in the key of E flat, and this is in 3/4 timing. So this is what it sounds like written on the hymn. So remember, the first pattern was the first, well, the root and the fifth. So 5th note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we're going to add it into the song. Okay, we can do that, or we can do a different pattern with the same notes. Okay. So what I did there, the first time we did it, this is how my left hand was. It was, and the second time around, I just did like a 2 beat with a 1 beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so you can really switch up how you want to, like the rhythm or the beats, how you want to play it. Okay, right. So pattern number 2, which was we were adding the first, the 5th, and back to the 1st. Okay. I'm going to do it an octave lower because I know it's going to clash with my right hand. And my right hand's not going to be happy. Okay, so, alright, so here's how we're going to play it. So that's the second pattern. Remember, first, or the root, the 5th, and then the root. Okay, 1st, 5th, 1st. Let's do the third one. The third one, we're adding the second note, or the neighbor. Okay, my hands are about to clash, so let's do it again. Alright, so the fourth pattern that we learned, remember, is the 1st, the 5th, back to the 1st, and then the 2nd, which is the neighbor, and then remember we were inviting the neighbor's neighbor, which is the 3rd, okay? If you want to think like that, okay? So let's add that into it. And remember, if you can't add all these notes, then don't do it, okay? Just do what you can add in the timing of the song. Otherwise, you're going to be off time. The next one is we can go up and down. So I hope that helps with your hymn playing, especially if there's like a funeral coming up, or you just want to play preludes in church and you just want something heavenly or like pretty to bring the spirit into the service. So if you have any questions, leave your comments below. So if you want to learn how to add notes in your right hand, you want to check out the next video because I dive deep into that one on how you can add extra notes, because you want to make that hymn sing and you want to make the congregation sing, okay? So adding extra notes in your right hand is going to help you do that.